His middle name is this. Yes, his free throws are crazy. And yes, this born in 2003 youngster unexpectedly became a starter in the San Antonio Spurs roster. Sochan is a Polish-American with basketball in his DNA. His mom, Aneta, not only played for a Polish basketball club called Polonia Warsaw and even attended a sports high school in Warsaw. Jeremy's grandfather was a longtime sports advocate for Warsaw clubs, serving as the president of the Warsaw Basketball Association in the late 70s and early 80s. In 2014, he passed away. He is the one Jeremy got his middle name from. And so, his mom calls him Jeremy in Polish. And his teammates from the Polish national team refer to him as either Jeremy or JJ. Speaking of which, he made his national debut at the 41st edition of the EuroLeague, the premier international basketball championship played every 4 years. He had broken the record for being Poland's youngest debut ever at 17. But before that, he first started playing basketball while living in England. Then moved with mom to Indiana, where he attended high school and played basketball too. He left America briefly due to COVID pandemic, and then in 2021 he came back and committed to playing college basketball for Baylor University in Texas. Phew, so basically his whole youth was like a roller coaster between America, England, and even France and Germany. As a college freshman he averaged 9 points, 6 rebounds, and 1.3 steals per game before he decided to take part in the NBA draft. There have really been only 3 Polish players in the history of the NBA before Jeremy: Cezary Trubański, Maciej Lampe, and Marcin Gortat. In the 2022 NBA draft, the San Antonio Spurs chose Sochan with the 9th pick. Let's just say that the beginning of his NBA career was kinda rocky, as he had to skip the Las Vegas Summer League because he tested positive for COVID. Now he's been writing a name for himself as a quite versatile player. It kinda makes sense, because growing up he did almost everything: rugby, badminton, soccer, even long jump. Now he can do almost everything on the court, but the word that describes him best is effort. He is great on the defensive end, can guard 4 positions, maybe 5, against a small lineup. He is quick enough to guard small perimeter players and tough enough to guard the bigger players. On offense, he uses length, speed and size to get to the basket. Opposing head coaches must hate him because he is a walking mismatch. He has a 7-foot wingspan, he is athletic, and has tons of stamina. Overall, he shows quite a lot of maturity with his play, at least for a rookie. He is actually the first rookie to be allowed by Coach Pap to enter a season as a starter since Tim Duncan in 1997. Jeremy actually invited Coach Greg to dinner during a training camp. As Coach said, he has personality for sure. Sochan's favorite player is Draymond Green. This is what he said about the Warriors forward: "The way he plays, his energy is annoying. He's definitely one of the players I look up to, but there are a bunch of different players. I like his fire and how smart he is. He doesn't let his fire distract him from playing with a good IQ and as a team. That's what I see in him and in myself." When it comes to offense, things get a little tricky. He almost doesn't shoot threes, and when he does, he makes around 20% of them. There is hope though, he doesn't have terrible shooting mechanics. Apart from free throws. Did you guys see the one-handed free throw he did? Not sure what's going on there. Sochan is a very chill person. Sometimes he does kinda give you a little Dennis Rodman vibes though. The style of play, a lot of energy and effort, the colored hair. But unlike Rodman, he gets his hair inspiration from Instagram and said that he is actually planning to do 1 or 2 colors per month. He has a lot of hobbies, but one of them has actually been visiting museums and sightseeing wherever he goes. Here's what he said about this: "I was really surprised because people say there is nothing in San Antonio. But when you dig deep and look, San Antonio is actually a great city. There is a lot of stuff to do. The museums, the Alamo as well. I really enjoyed it." Then he adds, "I've done a lot of stuff like going to restaurants, museums, and driving around, checking out different places. I've been meeting different people. Everyone is so friendly. They love the Spurs. All of that has really helped." What's good to see is that Jeremy shows a lot of energy, maturity, willingness to grow, and to expand his skill set and just overall passion. As we all know, if you want to learn something about a person, you just ask their grandma. And this is what Jeremy's grandma, Lucina, says about him. He is like that. If he commits to something, he will consistently try to achieve it. I talk with him sometimes about different things, as grandmas do. I also ask him about girls, and then he answers, "Basketball is my love." Grandmas will always tell you the truth. Just like this video will tell you how Nikola Jokic received his MVP award while riding a horse.